So we did a really amazing journey in my membership the other day, and I have just re-listened to the replay, and it's really moved me. It's really shifted some things in me, and it's asked me to make this journey available to all. So I am going to be offering it to you in this space. It's a really beautiful journey where we connect to the serpent energy. We're working with cycles. Cycles will be ending and new cycles will be beginning this year. As we're going to be moving through so much this year, but it doesn't have to be hard. We can move through with ease and grace. And what came up was more specifically working with a specific issue or dynamic, a specific cycle, and it was feeling the energy, how it's we were working with the, how do I say it? So it was working with the energies as like, this is you and this is whatever the issue is, the situation. And it was seeing that the energy was coming out. It was very draining. It was really using up all of your resources, whether that was all of your mental or emotional resources, really worrying or thinking about or feeling whatever was coming up with it. And as we were able to work with it, we were then able to change the energy of it so that the energy was then flowing in. So it was really seeing how it became this energy of just flowing in, and cycles can end and start again, but the energy was flowing in. So it was really bringing in what we needed, calling in the elements that we need. And so it was really beautiful. So I'm really excited to share this with you, and I hope you enjoy it. And I would love to hear in the comments what comes up for you during the journey, and I may be sharing some more throughout, so please hit subscribe and see what else gets shared on my channel. Hello, and this is exciting. This is our first members call for 2025, and we're in the middle of a heat wave in Perth, so it's been interesting. I have really been thinking about how this heat is flushing out our toxins, how it's creating that pressure that how we can only really grow or appreciate things when we are pushed to the extreme, and having to, really, like when things are out of our control, or when just having things amplified. So especially like the heat can really test people's patience. So you may have been noticing different dynamics happening in your relationships. I feel like it's a good start to the year as well, because this is going to be such a transformative year. And it's going to be, there's going to be moments that it will be heavy and hard, but overall it's just going to be so beautiful and so amazing. And it's going to be so much transformation, but it's going to be transformation with ease. And I think that's something that a lot of us have been wanting in our lives or needing in our lives. So um, so that's all I had to say to begin with, and I just invite you now to make yourself comfortable. And if you like to play music while I'm taking you through the journey, then put on some music. Otherwise, just listen to my voice. And whether you're sitting or lying down, just closing down your eyes and taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another breath in and another breath out. Just letting go of everything that has happened before this moment, anything that has happened this week. Journey. As I just letting it all go, like and coming into the present moment, in full presence in your body. I really look forward to. If you are feeling hot, just noticing where you are feeling hot. If you are feeling cold, noticing where you are feeling cold. Just noticing anything in your body to really get out of your head and connect to your body. You might even find your body is wanting to give you a message, and that may come up now or it may come up later during the journey. This year is really going to be all about embodiment, bringing everything together that you have learned about yourself, all the growth that you have had, and embodying it so you can really be that change and shine bright in the world to inspire others. I want you to imagine a sphere above your head and visualize this as your higher self. And then above it, another sphere. This is your highest self. We're going to connect to this higher self and highest self. Feel that energy shift as you make that connection, whether you're visualizing a stream of light connecting out at the top of your head into these spheres, or just sensing that instant connection. If you haven't already done so, in the portal, you'll find the mini quantum trainings, which has a technique to connect to your higher self. So if you've been practicing that, then it can be quite easy to connect to your highest self. We're now going to go beyond our highest self, and we're going to reach out through the cosmos until we reach the grand central sun. And we're going to feel that stream of light pouring out, that unity consciousness coming out, coming through all the cosmos and coming down our spheres for our highest and higher selves into the top of our head, coming down our body and anchoring into our heart. We're then going to send that down through the rest of our body, into the earth, through all the layers until we reach the crystalline grid of the earth and the crystalline core of Pachamama, connecting to all of that unconditional love and nourishing her with the Christ consciousness and unity consciousness from the grand central sun. Now drawing up the unconditional love and crystalline frequencies up through all the layers of the earth, through the soles of your feet, feeling it travel up through your body and anchoring into your heart. Feeling these two energies combine and merge and expand and fill up your entire body from head to toe, into your blood and your bone, and going right down into your cells, into your DNA. And then once every bit of you is filled up with this light, it's going to burst out of you into your auric field, going through your mental and emotional layers and your spiritual bodies as well, filling up the entire space that you're in. I'm going to call in the ultraviolet flame and the electric blue flame to dissolve and transmute anything that does not serve your highest good, clearing any stagnant energy, any attachments in your auric field. Once that's complete, it's going to burst out the top and ripple out and create a sphere around you, We're then going to call in another sphere. This one's going to be the blue seal, the miracle frequencies from the Sirius realm. And a final sphere, this is the platinum shield, so that if anything that touches this shield does not match your vibration, your frequencies of love and unity, it's going to bounce off, it's going to be transmuted as love, and it's going to be returned to sender. From this space, we're now going to call in our team of guides and our ancestors who love us unconditionally to come and be with us. I'm now going to just bring everyone into this circle. And I'm just waiting to see how we're going to be working with the collective energy today. I'm seeing this, what's this shape? I'm trying to work out how to, I'm drawing it with my hands. It's like a point, my fingers are meeting in the middle and then they're arching up and separating and going out. Kind of like, when you're doing a drawing and you draw a bird, how you do that kind of squiggle M. It's kind of like that, but I'm working from the center and I'm going out in two separate directions. So, what are these two separate directions about? All right, so I'm starting on the left side, which may or may not mean anything. And I'm just exploring that. There's a lot of angst, a lot of freeze, a lot of confusion, a lot of either having to take action or having to make a decision and just not being able to. It's like there's this disconnect, and it's like this disconnect is on so many levels. It's within your nervous system, it's a disconnect from the heart because it feels too painful to connect to the heart. So we're going to start with that one first because that's the biggest. Just sending through mycelium consciousness to clear through the outer layers. Just holding space, allowing the heart to know that it is safe and that it is held. And I've got some light language coming through, which at the moment is just with my hand. Ulakashe. Ulakashi. Areshe, Areshe, Akeshe, Aki, Alishi, Ani, Eni. That felt very much like the the serpent energy coming through, and it's like she's trying to flow, but it's just been so hard to, there's been no room to move. Part of this is within your own intuition, with there's that disconnect there, not trusting your own intuition, not trusting your gut, not trusting your heart. So you haven't allowed her to flow through you and support you. And it's like you're going through the first shedding of the year, because with the year of the snake coming, it's already here. It has been here for a while, and has been so many shifts happening already that it is time to shed your first skin. But again, back with that heat, like sometimes it's not even easy to shed the skin. Like you may think it's easy, but um, like it's really amazing and a sign of good health when like a whole skin is in intact in one piece. If it's coming off in pieces here and there, it's usually a sign of not enough hydration or not enough nutrients, and the the elements can help support it. So the humidity can really help add that that moisture, that fluidity to really move through and shed that skin instead of having it feel so scratchy and stuck and all that. So just another way that this heat wave has been helping. Okay. So there's another block here, and this one is in the throat. This is about not speaking up, not speaking your truth, holding back your feelings out of fear of not so much hurting someone else's feelings, but more about being misunderstood, knowing that they're not going to receive it the way that you intend it to be received. So it's a bit of why bother? But that energy needs to move. It needs to move freely. So whether you write it down or whisper it when no one's around, or shout it when no one's around, or scream into a pillow, like just allow the energy to be expressed through the throat, and allow those vibrations to come through you because they need to come through you. And with that, we are actually going to just doing some work with the vocal cords, just bringing them into alignment. And holding space for them to adjust to this new frequency. And I'm going to invite you to just do the with me. One more time. Um, just taking a moment for those vibrations to settle. That felt like a really deep clearing. I hope you were able to really join in and really bring that sound out as deep as it needed to go. It's a practice you can do anytime. And it really just vibrates through your entire being, which just shifts through your molecules and energy. So, in allowing that vibration through your body, you may be sensing, feeling, perceiving, seeing, hearing uh area of your body that wants to speak up, that has something to share. This could be an area that may have been causing you some physical pain. This could be sorry, I'm just getting a sense for it. It's I want you to just get a sense for whatever it is that your body may be wanting to tell you without me putting any words into it. And while that is happening, we've got higher energy coming through that I will channel when you are done. So we have Ra-Horakty with us, and he is a combination of the the god Ra and the god Horus. And he is really wanting us to connect to our bodies. So you may already feel your body just moving or wanting to move, and just allow it to do what it wants to do. You may even want to stand up, do whatever feels right. he's reminding us that that these bodies have stood the test of time, that these bodies have been worked on for as long as time, that we are entering a time where we will be able to use these bodies for more than what we do now. That it is our multi-dimensional vehicle, that it is our multi-dimensional tower, that it is our own temple. And so we should respect and nourish and love it. So there are so many different ways to look after your physical health, and none of them are right and none of them are wrong. Every body is different. Every body needs to be connected to in its own way and nourished in its own way. So it's time to really tune into the wisdom of your body and allow it to express itself through you. Allow it to tell you what it needs when it is struggling. Allow it to tell you when it needs help. Allow it to show you when it is all in balance, and allow it to enjoy that balance. You can easily be in optimum health always. You may be worried about many external factors, many environmental factors, many issues with the world that you live, with the food that you eat, with the lands that you are on, with what is being put in the sky. All of these things that are being used to affect you, to keep you in a state of disconnect. But you have the ability to rise above it all, see through the illusions, and trust your body to be able to protect itself. The more in harmony it is, the more easier it is for it to expel and detox anything that is not suitable for your body. Again, with this heat that has been throughout the week, you have been able to sweat more, and through your sweat, you're able to release a great many toxins. This is not something to be underrated. Your skin is so powerful. Really take a moment to cherish and honor your skin. Hmm. That was a nice message. And it's so interesting that the skin came up again. So the shedding of the skin, the appreciating our skin, um, that's definitely the theme for today's call. So let's see what else needs to be cleared or worked with or all right. So it feels like we have completed the work we needed to do with the left side of that arc, and now I'm moving over to the right side. And so the left side did feel a bit lower, whether that's because it's more physical, we'll find out because yeah, the right side feels like it's a much higher arc. And so it's like we began the other one with like having to make a choice or take action, whereas on the other side, it's like it's the realm of possibilities and it feels so expansive, it feels so wide. And like on the left side, if I were to have brought it up, I feel like it would have felt overwhelming. But on this side, it just feels amazing and exhilarating to have so many options at our fingertips. And I guess it's the reminder that when things are feeling a bit hard, we may really develop that narrow vision, that tunnel vision, and then we can only really see the things that uh, are bringing us down, or the things that are causing us problems, or the things that are making it hard, or the things that we don't like. And it's not so much like woe is me, but it can be a bit of that and I don't want to say it's not so much the negative thinking either, but it's really just you just start to focus only on the bad and forget to see the good, or forget to open up to all of the possibilities. So with having to make a decision or take action, you may feel like there's only one or two choices. But over on the other side, it's infinite. There's so many choices, and it's just amazing. And I'm going to see what we are doing with this. All right, so I'm bringing it down to you so that you can be immersed in this realm of possibilities. Like the way I envision it may be different to you, but the way I envision it is as if you are standing in the middle of this soft, swirly, sparkly light that like is just dancing here and there. So it's like the Northern Lights, or I can't even say the real word. Um, it's like as if you were standing in the dead center of it and just having all these different colors swirling around you, and you could just reach out and touch one, and you can hold on to it if you want to. You can let go of it if you want to. You can bring it up closer to have a look and see what would happen with this option. Um, or you can really just trust the one that's most aligned for your highest good to just start to come and envelop you, so that it's like it's this cylinder that you're in, this channel that you're in, this direct stream of light that is the possibility that is of your highest good and the highest good of all, and it's on your highest timeline, and everything's in alignment. It's calling in everything that you need. And so, with being immersed in it, you now have the choice if this is what you want to anchor in to your body and bring this down. So you want this, it's like doing like the highest timeline, but more so for something specific. So it's your highest possibility, your highest outcome. And if it's something that you feel like you want, I want you to just say yes now, and I will anchor it down. Always with ease and grace. Maybe feeling the shift as it comes into your physical body. Quite it's quite strong. It definitely brought a smile to my face at first, and then feeling the physical shift was a bit uncomfortable, I'll say. So that's okay if you're feeling that too, because as it's coming down, it's clearing through any blocks or resistance that may cause any interference. There's another level happening, and I'm actually seeing within it the flower of life, sacred geometry. Actually, it's more so the very center of it, and it's the three skinny petals. Feel that shift in frequency as it washes over you, as it comes into your being, as it encodes your entire being. So I think it's actually the seed of life, sacred geometry, and it's almost like even with that arching feeling that we've been working with, like coming out from the center and growing out, it's like almost like that's how the seed, when it is planted and starts sprouting, how it has to break out of its shell and start to grow its stem and grow its roots. It's got two things happening at the same time. So we can always have two things happening at the same time. And it's being comfortable with that and not feeling like you're being pulled in different directions. It's understanding that we can be growing and stretching and expanding in both directions. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It's trying to shift out of the duality consciousness into the unity where all is just one and it just is. And so we are really firmly planting this seed into our enriched soils. We're allowing the roots to grow deep and connect to the crystalline core, and we're allowing the shoot to grow and expand and to spend as much time as it needs in the soil, but knowing that at some point it will need to burst through the earth into the surface. And that's another shedding because it's going to be hard to break through to the surface. It's going to be a bit uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to break your integrity. It doesn't have to change your shape. It's trusting again that you can withstand and withhold and stand in your own power and just stand tall and really, really connect to your core beliefs that are for your highest good and allow them to lead the way, to support you, to always remind you of who you are. And then allowing this shoot to grow into whatever it needs to grow into or chooses to grow into. Just observe it and allow it to simply be what it is. And just because we are planting this possibility into our timeline, into our being, into the earth, it doesn't mean that it's fixed and we no longer have any choice or say in the matter. We can always choose how we nourish this seed, how we take how we move forward, because there's always a choice. So, and there are no limits. So if you want it to stay free flowing, it can be. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to find the words to convey the message that I'm getting. It's because of being in the unity consciousness and everything being all as one, it's like we're really anchoring this in and making it solid and real, but at the same time, it's still got the fluidity that it needs so that it can always shift and change however it needs to. So, so while it's fixed and you can depend on it, it's not fixed that you are limited by it, if that makes sense. It can grow with you however you want it to grow. Yeah. All right, so now just checked in on the energy, and it's like the arch out is gone, and now it's like two waterfalls coming in to meet. So it's like we're now on the other end of that cycle, um, or in reverse. Um, and I guess that's the main thing, like that this year is going to be full of so many transformations and so many opportunities for growth, which can be exciting and can also be overwhelming. So if you ever feel overwhelmed by the transformation that you're going through, you can always return to this. If you ever, sorry, something else is coming through. So with that energy flow, it was just really about as cycles are ending, new cycles are beginning, that it's just that constant flow, and that now you are in that flow, so that the transformation period, the renewal period, the shedding of the skin, and then not knowing how things are going to look or be or feel, um, being in that that blobby mess of the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, that that period doesn't last for long, that it will move through gracefully. You will, there's so much still to learn in that period. It allows you to really get a sense of what you're saying goodbye to and what you're going to be bringing in. And it's that it's like it is that grace period that makes the transformation, um that's what brings the ease, because without that period of being in that glowy mess, it's just like bam bam, you're that what just happened, like that I was just doing that and now I'm doing this, or this was happening and now this has happened, and you just can't catch your breath. Whereas we're going to have that period where we are going to be able to sit with what's going on, where we're going to be able to process what we're feeling as we're going through it. And that's what then helps us embody it easier because we're able to understand where we've been and where we're going. And like I said, it will still be moments of being uncomfortable, but it's going to be filled with so much beauty that it will move through so much easier. Yeah, so that was the final message, and there's nothing else. I do feel like we did go through a lot in this session. So let's just see. I hope you're feeling okay. Just really checking that you're all in a state of ease and flow, and it all feels good. So, from this space, we're going to say goodbye to our team of guides and our ancestors who have been with us. We're going to say thank you and goodbye to um, the serpent energy that came through and Ra-Horakty. We're going to thank the land that we are working on for holding us. We're going to thank our higher and higher selves, and you're each going to unmerge from all of these energies as I unmerge from all of your energies. As we close this circle, I really hope you have come to a um, sense of clarity or peace. It's really sensing that that completion is coming and it's going to feel good. I want you to bring your awareness to your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes and giving yourself a stretch and just rolling around, moving, just really thanking your body, actually giving yourself a hug, feeling your skin. We really connected to the skin today. Just thanking your beautiful skin for holding you together. What an amazing job that gets no recognition. Just feel that love and joy and gratitude for your beautiful skin and all the amazing things that it does. And then when you're ready, just opening your eyes, focusing on a key point in the room to really bring you back. If you're needing to have more grounding, you can go for a walk in nature or at least get your feet on the ground on the earth. And you may even want to do that and tune into what you created with your seed of life and get a sense of it in this physical world. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed that, and I would love to hear from you. And I guess, yeah, the other key thing is we're all in this together. This year is going to be amazing. There's so many um, supportive energies coming through to support us. And again, being in community, connecting with one another is um, a really beautiful way for us to support ourselves on this journey. And I thank you, each of you, for your codes that you shared today. And bye for now.